It's Pokemon time! Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today we're gonna have a look at the Figma number 392. It's Lillie from Pokemon Sun and Moon, or Ultra Sun and Moon to be precise. I wasn't gonna get this figure because I'm more of an old school Pokemon. I still play the new games, but I'm more invested in the old characters. However, Lily's an okay character, and to be fair, I picked this one up pre-owned on Ami for like 20-30 bucks. So whenever I get a new Figma for 20 bucks or so, I'm like, okay, easy. So let's have a look. Let's check out the look and detail of the figure, starting off with the size. She stands at about 12 centimeters, well, 12 and a half to the top of her head, and if you really have the hair bun in the back, it's like 13. With the inches, we're going up to 5 to the top of her head and 5.2. About those sizes, as I almost knock over the base. Now, face sculpt of the figure, very nicely done, very accurate to the game. That's definitely Pokemon. But what really impresses me actually is the hair. I didn't even notice that she has so much detail, kind of like hearts. The braid that goes around kind of looks like hearts, and the ponytail even has some detail on it. It looks like spaghetti, yellow spaghettis. Although, one thing I gotta say, yes, I got this figure like that. Yes, I knew what design it was, but I personally would have preferred the first outfit she has in the game. She kind of does like a transformation, gets a whole new style in the story mode, and this is what we end up with. So, I don't know, the one with the hat and whatnot, I would have thought that would have been a little bit more interesting, a little bit different. This is more like your standard schoolgirl stuff, which we have a lot from Figma, but they do that very well, so not complaining, just saying, just a thought. Now for the paint and detail of the figure. Yeah, what paint? I'm not faulting Figma for it. Obviously, this is the design of the figure, so you gotta go with the design of the figure, of the character, more precisely. But yeah, this is just like white plastic and light blue plastic for the thing that goes around her neck, and that's it. I mean, it looks good. There's some wrinkles in it. It's nicely shaped. It's all very round, which once again fits the Pokemon style. But as far as detail, you're not gonna have much. You got the blue line, the light blue line that goes around the skirt. The skirt also is cut up, so your articulation will not get into the way. Now, it might be just the lighting from the camera and whatnot, but it's just me, or do the ball joints stand down a little bit? They do seem to have a tiny bit of a different color, because she has really pale skin. It's not as bad. And then it's pantsuit time. Well, you know, she's a kid, so what are you expecting? This is fine, just like the old granny panties. Moving down to the legs and her little sneakers with the light blue heels. Looks good. And we got toe hinges now. I'm pretty much doing toe hinges now. Now for articulation, Figma standard, the hairpiece rotates. It is probably on a ball joint, but doesn't have a lot of motion. So it's mostly just a swivel. Doesn't go all the way around and has a little bit of wiggling. Head moves forward, hat moves not really to the back because it's blocked by the hair sculpt. It is on a ball hinge, does rotate all the way around, and it does also tilt side to side a little bit. This one is pretty stuck. You might get some little bit more for the shoulder articulation. You have a big ball hinge that is packed into the chest area on another ball joint, and this one is one you can pull out, but it's like the entire hinge here is connected to the other side, which I think is weird. Kinda never lines up 100%, I feel like. Yeah, it does get the job done though. But anyway, got the ball joint in the chest area, which rotates around, moves forward, back, up and down, and then you have the hinge, which moves over 45 degrees. Can rotate at the bicep because this is just packed in. I got it out here. This is packed in, and then you could take this off, but then, you know, this doesn't look right. Could do it though if you want to. If you get the ball joints in a different color, it could be done. Then you have a simple ball hinge in the elbow. This one's kind of stiff, or it would break off. I'm having flashbacks of on. Then we got the hand on another ball hinge, back, forward, rotation, goes all the way around. Then for your chest articulation, you have this joint over here, which you can bend forward. The entire shirt is soft plastic, does kind of get into the way, and it does pull her back, but I guess if you heat it up, you can really play around with it. It does get a decent amount, but as you can tell, it's already pushed back. Then you got torso, lower torso, which wiggles around, back, forward. Let me see, can you pull this up a little bit? I mean, it's pretty nice. Side to side, also rotates all the way around. Now for the leg articulation, as I mentioned, skirt is cut up so that does not get into the way, goes forward, goes out to the side, goes to the back pretty nicely, and has some rotation in it. Also, I think it's just, no, this one's not packed in. This is actually molded on, so you cannot take the granny pants off if you wanted to. No, it's like an entire piece. And then you got the knee, simple hinge, and the foot is on the ball hinge, which is nicely hidden, forward, back. Oh, what do we have here? Is that like a swivel? Swivel hidden in the sneaker. Very nice. Very, very nice. Can you still rotate it up here? Not really. And you have a toe hinge, which doesn't really do much, but it's still there, so appreciate it. Now for accessories, let me get this one out of the way. You have a teeny tiny Pokeball, which is way too small for my big hands. It's nicely painted though, much respect. Where'd I put it? It's gonna roll off this table, I know it, and I'm gonna lose it forever. You got a Poké Doll. It's like Clefable or Clefairy. Is it Clefairy? Or is it Clefable? One of the two, the other one's the evolution. Has a little bit of paint bleeding in the black. Yeesh. I mean, you didn't have to do a lot of painting and then you screw this one up. It's cool, it's a nice accessory though. And it's, by the way, I just want to say, I'm really happy with the accessories. It's kind of like Figma saying, like, we didn't do any paint on a figure, so at least we give you good accessories. You got a back, pink back, get in the back. Nebby! Here's Nebby. Never get in the back. Get in the back, okay. Old meme, that meme. Yeah, Nebby is actually very nicely painted. Has some see-through blue plastic with the sparkles up there. Yellow, blue, and a little bit of purple. Light purple on the downside. Congrats, Nebby, you look amazing. And he has a hole in the back. For his base, he got a teeny tiny base, which I like it that they're giving you that, so you can actually display Nebby and not just having flap on the ground. But couldn't they have given me a longer arm? He's always like on the ground like that. I can't get it in right now, so I have to heat it up. Don't want to break anything off. Then we got the faces. Moving over to that, you got the pouty face and the smiley face. This one's really good. This one's like top 10 Figma faces. We love expression faces. I mean, I love expression faces, and I think you do as well. Still, Jolta has one of those top 10 ones. But anyway, we got the sun flute and the moon flute. Nicely painted for the most part. They kind of screwed up on the black holes on it. Also, the orange goes over the line. Nah. Again, you didn't have to do a lot of paint. To be fair, though, these ones are pretty small. And also the black on the bottom side is pretty rough. But overall, you know, small stuff. I'm not gonna rag on it too much. Then you got two fist hands, two holy hands for like the flute or whatever. The back, I guess this one's for the Pokeballs. And this one is like, is this one more tan? What is... Oh yeah, those are the flute holding hands for the Pokemon trainer, which I do not have and I do not want to get because that one's really boring. But yeah, open hands, flute holding hands, and there you go. Figma back, Figma base, always in there. And it's gonna bring me to the final thoughts for this Figma Lillie. What do I think about this figure? I mean, it's pretty cut and dry. This one is a simple figure. They didn't really have to do that much, although what is there is done well. The mold is nice, face sculpts look accurate, and you get really a lot of accessories, the Poke Flutes, the Nebby, the Poké Doll, the bag, you know, everything is there. So, I still do recommend this figure for Pokemon fans, obviously, and for everybody else. It is a simple design. I mean, like I'm saying, I bought it pre-owned at like a really low price, so, and in that way it's worth it to me. But paying like 60 bucks for this would be, unless you're a big fan of accessories, then it's worth it. So, I still recommend it, but personally I wouldn't pay too much for it. So that's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, card game stuff, and whatever Lillie wants. Get in the back!